It's 6:22, and this next segment is brought to you by the Quincy Medical Group, and I'm joined by Dr. Gene Alexander Jr. Thanks for joining us today. And you're an OB/GYN with Quincy Medical Group, correct?
Yes.
And so today we're here to talk about the importance of breast exams, and specifically that in prevention or early detection for breast cancer.
Correct.
So tell me about why is it so critical for these exams? Why are they so important?
Breast cancer awareness is a three-way approach. Radiology studies done by basically a mammogram, a screening mammogram, which should be done every year, starting at the age of 40. If a woman has high-risk issues in her history, possibly sooner. Okay. Part two would be a clinical breast exam with your physician. This is where the doctors, such as my partners and I at Quincy Medical Group, would be vital to that category. You need someone to check your breast every year. This would be a part of your annual exam, which is where I also would do a pelvic exam along with your breast exam. The most important part, I believe, is the self-awareness. A patient at home checking her breasts every month, usually after her period. She would be doing it digitally by touching and also visually by examining with her eyes, basically in the mirror. Okay.
Well, and it's hard to identify any unusual changes if you don't regularly check.
Exactly. This is the point. A lot of patients come into my office and say, "Doctor, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do." The point is that if you are doing it monthly, again, after your periods where your breasts are less tender and there's not as many hormones acting on your breast, it'd be a good time to check and feel and see from month to month, from January to February to March and so forth, are my breasts changing? Your breasts shouldn't change if you're not pregnant or breastfeeding. Your breasts should be the same.
And so let's say that you do find, of those three, you mentioned there's three ways of detection. What's the next step?
Let's say you do find something, and again, usually it would start with that breast self-awareness exam. You'd be looking for things such as, dimpling, puckering, nipple changes, discharge from your nipples. But the big thing is also a lump. You would know that it's probably in the axilla or armpit area on the outside. If you find that, that's when you would go to your doctor and say, I do feel something, what would we do next? The doctor or primary care provider or nurse practitioner, whoever is helping you, would check and see if they confirm the lump and probably do either a diagnostic mammography at that stage or another test. Usually that diagnostic mammography, if it does confirm something is wrong, that's when we'd send you. We have great breast surgeons, Dr. Zwick, Dr. Petty at Quincy Medical Group, who would work with us. They could help do a biopsy. You could also just get a biopsy through the radiology department.
So I think the bottom line is that it is a matter of, there's plenty of resources available, but it starts with it's self-awareness and also a conversation with your primary physician.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, Dr. Alexander, we want to thank you for joining us. And again, this is brought to you by the Quincy Medical Group. We'll be back with more KHQA in just a few minutes.